Well, I think I got that wrong. I thought we were seeing a movie called Panther.
Oh no, you're like Catman.
I mean, that's Panther's not even really a word. I mean, that's completely my mistake. I wasn't thinking right.
Hulk, see you smash Black Cat 4. Hulk, no, you're like Black Cat and Spandex.
Who doesn't?
You like Pretty Cat Man.
I am the knight.
Yay! It looks the same.
Hey, you can take your mask off now. I have to show off my shirts before it's got my Spirited Away shirt. So you check that out. Anyway, so we just got out of the 18th of these Marvel films now. 18th. Black Panther. And we have different opinions on this one, which is, I don't know, sometimes makes for a better video. But you didn't care for it, and I actually quite liked it.
Yeah, I didn't much enjoy it at all. It's not because I'm a racist, but it's just not that good of a movie. I didn't think it was, it wasn't very funny. The action sequences were kind of fucking shitty, except for the last one. They'll give it credit. The last battle scene was okay, but I mean, the story wasn't that great. It just wasn't that great of a movie for a Marvel movie.
I liked it. I mean, yeah, the storyline to me was kind of Marvel formula, and they didn't do enough with what they had. They had because Mr. Pibb, I've read Black Panther for a long time, and there's a lot more they could have done with this movie, but I still enjoyed it. My issue with the film came in the middle of the movie, where it kind of it felt like a different director took over in the middle, because it had really bad pacing issues. Like, it kind of was like, all right, and I will give the critics this, it is a very predictable movie.
Oh,
you know everything that's going to happen before it happens, but not because of this movie's bad storytelling. It's because they've just made too many Marvel films now.
Yeah.
And they need to do something a little different.
I think that's exactly what it is. Because you've seen this all before. Like, the only difference is they're in Africa. And they sure let you know they're in Africa. And there's no forgetting, hey, do you know where Waganda is? However the hell you say it.
Wakanda.
Wakanda. Do you know where Wakanda is? It's in the middle of Africa. Hey, do you know what they have in Africa? Apparently, they only have drums and fucking chants, because they didn't play another sound the whole fucking movie. Like, a movie's more racist than racist people that are trying to watch it.
I was kind of happy when it started off with the Too Short songs. When I was a kid, I listened to Too Short. I like Too Short a lot. I opened up with the Too Short song. I'm like, fuck yeah, all right.
But that was the only song that wasn't sung in African tongue. Like, fuck you, stop doing that.
I get your points. I do. I understand why you didn't like it. For me, it's not going to be in my favorite. And people are saying it's the best Marvel movie ever. No, to me, it's for me, the best Marvel movie so far has been Captain America: The Winter Soldier. That's my favorite. I think it's the best one. I'm going to be doing I'm doing a top 10 Marvel films list next week. I'm giving away the number one. It's Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Well, we all know that's your favorite anyways.
Yeah, I mention that every chance I get, because Winter Soldier is a great fucking movie.
It really is. It is an excellent movie.
It's one of the most unique, because it kind of feels more like a spy thriller than a comic book movie.
Yeah.
This one, though, like I said, I liked it a lot more than you did.
This one really didn't even feel like a comic book movie. It felt more like a B-rate, half-assed action movie.
There are parts of it for me that felt a little bit that way, but I really liked the car chase in South Korea. That
was good.
The whole part in South Korea was awesome when they walk into the casino thing.
Yeah,
that was really cool. And they just knew she's like, I'm made. How the fuck did they make her? Like, And I like how those guys were walking through the metal detector and it just kept pinging and nobody did anything.
Nobody even cared.
It's like ding, ding, ding.
They didn't even look up.
I think they're armed. Yeah. I think they are too.
That fucking villain was so ridiculous too.
This is a credit I'm gonna give to this film, and I know you might disagree. This has been some of my favorite Marvel villains. I thought Eric Killmonger and Michael B. Jordan, that's Creed from the movie Creed, and I thought he was a great villain.
He wasn't a bad villain.
He had more reason to be a villain than a lot of the other villains in Marvel. I mean,
yeah, he wasn't a bad villain. Thought that was Nick Cannon for a minute. Like, when do you get so buff and start acting?
Now you're... That's okay. I thought the dude at the end was Terry Crews for a second, but it wasn't. No, that's Michael B. Jordan, a guy who I like. That
he was awesome in Creed.
Yeah, when that whole thing happened, when like almost no black people were nominated at all, he was the one that I was like, why? I mean, because he was so good in Creed. I actually really like. To me, he was a much more believable villain.
Yeah.
And the fact they didn't make him talk like this, he actually talked like a dude from Oakland.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, sir. He's like, what's up? Like,
he did have the best backstory of any villain. He was probably the best part of the movie.
Him and Andy Serkis.
Yeah, he was good in that. But it was just, by that point, I was just pretty much cashed out.
Now,
I'm just like, oh, come on.
I enjoyed the performances in this a lot, though. Chadwick Boseman is really good as the Black Panther, as King T'Challa. The girl who played his sister, I was trying to pull up IMDb. I know I've seen her in something recently. The sister, to me, was the best character in the entire film. I like how everybody just praised him and she flicks him off. She basically tells him to suck her ass like every time she sees him.
Yeah. She always had something smart-assy to say to him.
Their rapport just felt like a brother and sister. Like, that was so believable for me. So
I just wish they would have had better jokes. Wasn't funny enough.
There were parts that were funny. There was a couple things that were unintentionally hilarious. And the one thing I was trying to whisper to you, there's a part where a guy, I won't say who, they're at the edge of a waterfall and he basically does a Death Valley driver to the guy, and I started chanting ECW, ECW.
I wonder what you were trying to say. I couldn't hear, like, huh?
Like, ECW. I just picture Tommy Dreamer doing that and being like,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
So, we're not gonna really spoil a lot. I thought the storyline was okay. It just the story could have been better. I don't have an issue with the acting at all. None of the acting.
The acting was good.
I tell you what, I don't know why I don't remember her name. Michonne from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Holy shit. She is she's
kicks
more
ass and everything, doesn't she?
Oh, that woman's amazing. She's beautiful, and she's like, oh my god, she'd snap your neck. I mean, she's fucking ripped head to toe. I mean, her abs are ridiculous, but she whoops ass in this movie. She is so good. And like her own husband, he's like, would you kill me? And she's like, for Wakanda, in a heartbeat. I'm like, and she's got an arrow to his throat. I'm like, she is super badass in this movie.
Yeah, she was awesome.
She doesn't even run out of breath when she's beating the shit out of 20 people at the same time. Like, she was super badass. She was. I thought she was a little bit more badass than the Black Panther.
Yeah.
Because he needed this. I mean,
she should have drank some of that pink juice.
Yeah. I like how both Gollum and Bilbo Baggins were both in this movie together. They should have had them together at least in one scene. That would have been great.
That would have been so much better.
There was a brief moment
and
there.
when they would have been together, he would have said, my precious.
What has it got in its pockets? If you just said that, what have you got in your pocket? I'd have been like, yes! Oh, sweet. But, yes, cool about Andy Serkis. I mean, he's the greatest thing ever. He's now been in the Star Wars universe, the Marvel universe, Lord of the Rings, and Planet of the Apes. I mean...
Yeah.
And I think he did some motion capture work for one of the Harry Potter films.
That's awesome.
For like a Dementor. I can't remember what it was, but he did something, like a motion capture thing. So he's technically been in the Harry Potter films.
Every universe.
Yeah. All we need to do is get him in the next Pirates of the Caribbean film, and that's it.
You never know. He might have been in one and you just didn't realize it.
That's a very good possibility. It's Andy Serkis. I mean,
yeah, with some makeup on, you're not going to be able to tell who he is.
All right, so not much else to say about it. You didn't like it. I did. I suggest go see it. It's actually it's a Marvel film, so of course it looks good on the big screen.
It was fucking packed.
Yes, it was.
Don't show up late. Don't be one of those fucking assholes that comes in the dark, shine their fucking flashlight around. Fucking douchebags.
And there was this bitch in front, and we were on the bottom, like on the floor level. That's where we always sit. And this bitch in the row in front of us was on Facebook. Why would you pay $7 fucking? And she had popcorn and all that, so she probably spent $20 today to watch this fucking movie, and she played on Facebook the whole goddamn time.
Entire time.
If you can't watch a 2-hour movie, it was 2 hours 17 minutes, without checking your fucking phone, you need to go to like a rehab center or something. You're addicted.
Yeah.
And she was responding to typing back on, and like her phone was like this, typing on fucking Facebook. I could actually almost see the words she was typing.
Yeah. So many fucking terrible people in this movie today. This is probably one of the worst crowds that we've ever came across.
The people behind us that wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they just kept talking and talking.
The people next to us whose baby would not stop making noises and crying.
Yeah, don't bring your fucking 9-month-old baby to the fucking movies, you dumbasses.
No, like when we said in Peter Rabbit and Paddington 2, we get it in those movies.
Yeah, okay,
it makes sense to have a baby
fine.
in that. I expect to hear, but I heard a baby cry, and what was it, Paddington? I didn't even care. I was like, nah, whatever. And then like in 10 seconds, a woman ran it out.
Black Panther, your fucking baby is louder than the movie.
Yeah,
tell that fucking kid to shut up.
That was annoying. And before anybody says, hey, wait, it was a white woman. Wouldn't shut her fucking kid up. So that wasn't us being shitty. No, this fucking white woman sitting there wouldn't let her shut her kid. And her fucking other daughter was playing with the goddamn thing that the chairs go up and down, and just that noise was going for like a half an hour straight. This might be one of those movies we watch back at home and be like, you know what, this is way better than I thought it was, because I'm able to sit through it. Because that's what happened with Conjuring 2. I watched that at home when we weren't in the theater that was stuffed and hot, and we weren't sweating.
It just drives me crazy. Oh, okay, you walk in, you look up, the whole fucking upper deck is full. Plumb fucking full. There's not an empty seat in the whole entire top part, the slanting part. So you're gonna walk across in front of everybody and walk up the fucking steps only to find out that, hey, there's no fucking seats over here either. It's the same goddamn place you're just looking at from over there, motherfucker. So then you walk up the steps, then you walk back down the steps and stand there, shine your fucking light around or looking around. Go fucking sit down somewhere.
Yeah. This was a pretty rude crowd. I mean, I still say the Spider-Man crowd was worse, because this was the sporadic moments of this shit. Spider-Man crowd was the whole fucking time, and the kids walking up in front of us
the whole entire time.
This wasn't as bad as Spider-Man, but it was up there.
Yeah, those people are just stupid. Don't show up to a movie
10 minutes into it.
Yeah, 10 minutes in, and it's a movie you know is gonna be a lot of people at.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you showed up to fucking something stupid that there's 5 people in the whole theater 10 minutes late, no big deal. You're not getting in everybody's way. You're not being a fucking annoying. You can't even hear the story because there's assholes walking in front of you, shining fucking lights around.
Yeah, there was one part in the beginning where there was like 2 people talking. I don't remember any of the conversation because I was sitting there like I was being so fucking distracted. So I definitely, I'm going to see this movie again, because I still really liked it, and you didn't, but I'm gonna watch it again, because I bet I think it's gonna be a lot better than even I'm giving credit for, when I'm gonna experience it wasn't that shitty.
I just don't think it's everything that they blew it up to be.
It could have been more. I mean,
yeah, it could have been way better. Like, it was bland, and it would have been bland if it was white people or black people. It's not a racist thing. It's just bland.
Yeah, there's, real quick, because I don't want to run this video on too long, there is actually a video out there that, there's a white supremacist group that's actually trying to get this movie downvoted solely because it has a predominantly black cast.
That's just so stupid.
I was going to walk in and loudly say, hey, I bet the black guy dies first, but I didn't want to get beat up. There'd be half the people would laugh and I'd be shot by the other half. But
yeah, you don't want to say that in this movie.
You know what? I can't believe they killed the white guy. God. No. But
not the white guy. Damn it!
White guy. But they Yeah, and this guy took a
People
picture.
had their fucking tiki shirts on and fucking everything else. Like, yeah, this is an African crowd for sure. Like, where you get that fucking shirt at that looks like a African poncho thing?
A daishiki?
Yeah, that's what I said. Tiki shirt.
You can buy a dashiki down the street. There's a specialty store. I think it's actually down by Little Caesars. But anyway, so this white supremacist dude went on Facebook and posted a picture. Said I was attacked by 4 black youths coming out of the movie, and it showed blood. And the blood straight up looked like cranberry sauce. And people on there were just calling him out like, so you had time to take a picture of your blood in your sink, but you didn't have time to go to the hospital because you obviously need stitches. Like, it was like, really, dude, come on. So
just stupid.
I'll say this real quick, and I don't want to sound like Mr. Sensitive, because I don't know. There are people out there that are just downplaying this film because they don't understand that this movie is important. And I said this in one of my other reviews, and I want to explain to some people who don't understand why people think this movie's so important. I liken it to Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, yes, we had many female superheroes on screen, but she was the first where her femininity, her being a woman, was the forefront of her superpower, of who her character was. She's a woman first, and then a superhero. This is the first time, and we've had black superheroes on film. Blade was a black guy. We've had people in the X-Men film. Zoe Kravitz was in the X-Men as Angel. We've had Anthony Mackie as the Falcon. But this is the first one where his race, his ethnicity, and most importantly, his culture was the forefront of his character. And people don't understand, like, well, there's been black superheroes before. Yeah, but never presented this way. And,
well, I mean, you gotta feel bad for black people because they've had Tyler Perry representing their race for all these years.
Now they're like, what? We're not going to be made to all look like either assholes or thieves. We're actually made to look like heroes.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
That's
I mean,
culturally significant. Maybe somebody will kill Tyler Perry now. You're an asshole! This is what we commit all this time!
I'll be honest, I would be I have to understand, because if they made a superhero that was like pure-blooded Irish, I have a lot of Irish in me, and I would be thrilled to see that. Like, just like I come out with like superpowers, Guinness turns him into a giant, like, man-eating giraffe. I don't know.
Well, they kind of already did that. I've seen the Leprechaun movies.
Yeah. Warwick Davis is British, though.
Well, he played a wonderful leprechaun.
Yeah. You ever seen Leprechaun in the Hood?
Oh, yeah.
I have 1 and 2 on the DVD. Those are awesome movies. So good. The second one's even better. I think the second one's the best.
Yeah. Excellent movies.
Whoever got high and came up with the idea of Leprechaun in space, Leprechaun in the Hood, I just want to thank you for what you've done for society. All right, well, there's my soapbox thing of, like, why for people who didn't understand why this movie has a cultural significance. At least that's my opinion of why. I'm sure somebody will tell me I'm wrong, but I don't care. That's just how I feel. But I still recommend it. I know you didn't care for it, but I think it's still definitely especially if you're a Marvel guy, you're gonna want to watch the movie because it's gonna play into it.
Yeah, it's a Marvel character, so it all ties together. I mean, I didn't hate it. I just didn't care for it. Not the worst. It's just not the best.
There you go. Next week, we're going to be watching the movie, that Natalie Portman movie, that Annihilation, where the big giant glob is in the woods and shit like that. Yeah, that's next week.
Awesome.
Guess what comes out the week after that?
I have no idea.
Hurricane Heist.
Yay! Can't wait for that.
Hurricane Heist.
I think you're too. We're going to be into that one.
That one will be good for a different reason.
Yeah.
It will be so dumb. I can't wait to see it, though. It's called Hurricane Heist. I mean, come on.
It's going to be awesome.
This video's running like 30 minutes now, so...
Nah, it hasn't been that long. It's like 12 minutes.
All right, well, there you go. We'll be back next week, and I'll be back on Wednesday or Thursday, whichever I feel like, with my top 10 Marvel films of all time.